So many times we are faced with different situations in our life, and a lot of times we take a lot of loss. We lose a lot of things that's very important to us. And a lot of times, in the midst of losing it, it can have us to feel as if we are so alone. I remember, and I do have moments where I look back over my life of things or people that has left my life. It wasn't because of something that I did. It was just something that happened, something that God felt was need to be removed. And a lot of times when things are being removed out of your life, you can't always say it's a bad thing, because some things are removed out of your life because it was only in your life temporarily. A lot of times we tend to want to hold on to temporary things when actually it's only meant for a moment, but we want to hold on to it longer than actually what it was intended to do. For instance, people. Some people are placed in your life to get you where you need to go at. And when you get there, them people would not be going to the next level. Then you have some people that's going to be in your life to take you not only from the beginning but to the end. And I come to realize that everybody make up something in your life. I feel that a lot of times people are put in your life to teach you something, whether it's good or bad. But you cannot, one thing that what I learned, a lot of times when people are hurt by people, they tend to carry that hurt on to the next person. And so it's very important before you begin something with somebody, it's always important to make sure that you are healed from that. Because if you find yourself going into the next level with that hurt would cause you to hurt someone else. Some of the greatest things that we can do or endure in life is understand that some things is only there to teach you something. Why would you say that? I learned that through some things that I endured, I learned that it was just part of the process. I understand hurt so that I won't hurt somebody else. When you see people in your life constantly hurting people, then they don't understand the real power or the feeling of being hurt. I feel that when you be hurt or being hurt by someone or a thing, you find yourself being cautious because you understand the power of being hurt. Get excuse me, you get that? I remember when my mom was diagnosed with cancer and then she passed away. I understand the hurt, but it taught me to not take the small things for granted. Because see, sometimes we can take the small things for granted. And it's never good to take small things for granted because the small things gonna mean something to you one day. I was looking at, you ever have those moments where you look at your life and you look at your life and and some things you look at some things that you was not satisfied. You look at your life as they some things that I didn't complete. You look at your life where, oh, I could have did better. You could look at your life that I want more. And then you got all these questions about your life. And then you realize, okay, I need to do something about it. I need to do something about where I'm at, because this where it took me at is about to have me lost. And you have to be careful because a lot of times things, if you don't get a handle on it, it'll have you going around in a circle and you be lost, going around in a circle, in the same circle over and over and over, when actually you're supposed to go straight and not in a circle. You don't want anything to make you feel like you in a circle. You don't want anybody to take you and put you in a circle. I learned one thing. They say every year you learn something. Every situation you learn something. But one of the greatest things that I had to learn for myself about me, I had to learn who I was. I had to learn what I could do for myself. I had to learn how strong I was. I had to learn, of all the things, because sometimes we can look for so many things from people when actually we need to look at it for ourselves. I look at my life and I thank God that God gave me knowledge and wisdom to see some things that was in my life. It helped me to see where I was, and it also helped me to see where I was going. Because how do you know where you're going if you don't know how you going to go somewhere you don't know where you're going? It's like getting in your car and it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to ride. And then you don't burn out all this gas. You don't burn out all this gas. You didn't go with no money. You didn't have no money, and you just got on the highway. You don't know where the world you're going, but you're just riding. And before you know it, you find yourself lost. You find yourself in a situation where you don't know where you're going to be at. So I just want to really encourage you today to let you know that you cannot be lost, that you must find your way. You must find your way back to you got to find your way back to you. You got to look in the mirror and you got to find you. You got to stop putting yourself in situations. You got to stop carrying yourself in situations where you find yourself in circles. It's time to come out of the circle, and it's time to get yourself together. Have a blessed day.